Are we live? We're live. But we're also 9 minutes in on the record. Stevie B, Boston, back to the Matrix. P, let's go ahead and let P know exactly what it is. Now, all right, we're live. Stevie B, back to the Matrix. We're going to clip in the recording where it needs to be when we do the posting for those that need to see it, because it comes up a lot clearer. But the live is for the stream. The live is for the listeners. You can listen and move. If you're late night working, if you're listening to this in the morning, you don't necessarily have to see the stream. But if you're on the live and anybody else getting the ding on your board, if you subscribe, and I ask that all of you, that are listening to this or hear this on the loop, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell button so that you get the updates, so that you get the notification when we're going live. But again, just to recap, to go forward, we're starting with the game. We were talking about the game and Booker's lack of aggression throughout the game. We're talking about Cam Johnson, being hit talent, with all effort and all heart. And oh my Lord, the poster board on Middleton, Jay Crowder was knocking down threes all night. CP3 it became a singular game because they looked out of sorts. And DA, I don't know if he was in the game or out the game at particular points, but you gotta tip your hats off to Giannis and the Bucks. Giannis playing down low, playing like a big, playing like the biggest man in the game in terms of when generational talents and players of that size that are freaks of nature finally get it. Shaq didn't need to finally get it. LeBron took some time for him to get it. He started winning championships when D Wade smacked him in the head and said, keep it down, go into the paint and do your work. No one can stop you. Giannis is playing at a 4 and a 5. Okay, and the team's now going ahead and readjusting to that. He's no longer trying to start from the top of the key, have the ball and try to drive in the lane. You can't wall up on a man playing in the proper position for his size and being the most dominant person there. He was abusing Jay Crowder. Again, I'm going to have to drop the 9-minute video that started and that continues right now as a result of the live having a problem with my thumbnail. But so forgive the thumbnail that shows up on this one. But back to what I was saying, Giannis played in the paint all day. And for them to win this series, he's going to have to score 40 every game. And he's capable of doing that because he can drop 30 without even trying. And he's dropped, so he had 40 and 13 rebounds. Ideally, if say he had 25, 30, and if he's doing that, that means he's putting in other effort in other ways, but every effort he puts up is on the offensive boards or defensive glass. It's one of those things where if he gets 18 rebounds, then he can't not have 40 points. If he gets 15 rebounds, he cannot get 13 rebounds. The fouls he generates. If he's going to make 60% of his free throws, but in order for them to win, he's going to have to drop 40 a game. I like the aggression, the pace Holiday set from the very beginning. And he played Chris Paul tough the whole game. I was looking for that. The rotations they had going in the first couple of games made no sense to me. I just felt, okay, why? Yeah, okay, having him on Booker essentially has him running around chasing Booker. You put him on Chris Paul. No, you can't stop Chris Paul, but you're slowing down the offense. You're giving them a second or two less per possession to make a decision. It's his job to do that, to be you put the best defensive player on the best all-around player on the floor from a guard standpoint. Middleton had a so-so game. I felt like you ever feel like when somebody's leaning back on their jumper, why? Middleton had a good game. That wasn't really in the box score. He made the right passes to Giannis. He set Giannis up a lot of times, and they continue to develop that relationship with Giannis intentionally playing down low. And a lot of what he did may have not shown up on a box score. I feel like he played a little bit more aggressive defense tonight. All around, I mean, the game was close early. And I'm repeating a lot of what I said earlier for the live listeners now. I missed the whole game. Oh, damn, Pete. And I hope, you know what? I hope I can break it down for you real good if you missed the whole game. From the very beginning, it was a close game in the first quarter. I mean, it was the Suns were in the game for the first quarter and a half. It was tied. Essentially, Crowder would knock down, about 6 of 7 or 6 of 8, 7 of 9, something from 3 tonight, and was knocking them down from early. Chris Paul was scoring early and setting DA up early. Booker had a weird lack of aggression tonight. Booker shot 14 shots. He shot 3 of 14. Okay, it made entirely no sense. Booker is a high volume shooter and was going into the paint, moving, finding space, and just shooting aggressively the first few games. And I have no idea what happened to Booker this game. But come the middle of the second quarter, a lot of pace started to go in the way of the Bucks. Giannis was being an aggressor in the paint. There's no wall up on Giannis again. The whole wall up on Giannis gets defeated when he plays like this. And I think he's finding his way into what he's truly going to be going forward. And that's one of the most dominant forwards to ever play the game. And that's really what he should be. Brook Lopez is out. Brook Lopez had 11 tonight. Bobby Portis had 11 tonight. And Bobby Portis had 11 and 8 in 18 minutes. Continues to play well. But it stretched out to about 10 somewhere there through the second quarter. Cut to second half. The Suns are trying to keep the lead around 10. Keep up with the 10. What is a 10-point deficit at that time? And it turns around to be something where Giannis just goes off. I mean, it was 3 or 4 straight possessions. Giannis to the rack and the foul. Giannis and the foul. Giannis foul. Like, even when I turn my head to go make a plate or to go do anything, turn your head, Giannis is back at the free throw line. Giannis took over the game in the third quarter. And when you have Bobby Portis knocking down threes from the corner, I want to say Connaughton had only had 8, but at one point they had Lopez in there, but they subbed out Lopez for a second on a particular run where they were up. The lead had gotten shrunken to 6, and they subbed in Connaughton for Lopez, and they went off on a good run there. Connaughton dropped the 3. It spread them back out again. Lopez again being slower on defense than Connaughton. It was a good coach game. And the lead just spread from there. It ballooned to 16, and again, then you have Cam Johnson was doing as much as he could. Cam Johnson, that you got to see what is it? He said, yeah, once he got downhill, there's no stopping Giannis. And see, that's what used to be. And P, that's what I'm trying to tell you, and everybody else. It used to be once Giannis got downhill, there's no stopping him. Like LeBron, but LeBron's a more skilled player from a ball handling standpoint and such than Giannis. And Giannis, this whole once he gets downhill thing, what isn't even was something that defenses they found some, people would defensively wall up against in certain contexts. And a lot of people would trade for role players that were defensively designed to be able to body up Giannis. And he didn't play like that tonight. He hasn't played like that tonight. He's playing like the power forward. He might come across court, get the ball, move the ball, but then he's going down low real quick and then running back up to set a pick and doing a pick and roll to the hole, or he's getting the ball to him on a pass to him on a block, and looks all wavy on the live, but he setting up low on the block and getting the ball and they're feeding him the ball that way. He's getting offensive rebounds. He played a game like a power forward, thus allowing him to get more of those. He's defending their DeAndre Ayton. He's defending whoever else is their big man, Cam Johnson, or Cam Johnson, or whoever their big man is. So he's in the paint. And that's it. It looks dominant. I have to say, what Giannis is doing looks dominant. And Middleton didn't even have that great of a game. Middleton, dropped 18. But like I said, filled up with the stats. Bobby Portis is my new favorite. Potential, on the right team, he can be a sixth man of the year type candidate. He's my new favorite role player. Having not seen much of him, especially to this extent. But yeah, Booker didn't come to play. And it wasn't even like Holiday was on him on it. Holiday played a lot of time on CP3. So I don't even know what to say about that. CP3, basically had to turn it into a singular game where he was going for gusto, dealing with trying to get around from Holiday's offense, and then I feel like Bridges was like a deer in headlights tonight. Bridges was falling down. Okay, I don't know. He was terrible tonight. Looked like he didn't know what position to be in a few times. BA, for some reason, was not in the game during certain stretches. Made no sense. I feel like Cam Johnson, is showing out. Not necessarily showing out, but he's putting in extra effort and making plays as a result. And it's like, oh, Bridges, hold on. I thought you were the third guy. Crowder was supposed to be y'all 3-and-D guy, and you were supposed to Bridges. You were supposed to be that other dude, and Cam was supposed to be, the second year potential. Cam is showing something. This is 2 games in a row now. I've seen this side of Cam. But yeah, Bridges, you were terrible. But if we're gonna say that, then you gotta say that Booker was terrible. Booker shot 3 for 14. 3 for 14. And 3 of them was free throws. He was 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Okay, so that means 3 points and free throws. We made a 3 and 2 2-point shots. That's not. Come on. And I don't know how many times I can repeat it, but it's it's an automatic that he has to shoot, 15 to 20 shots. He's your shooting guard. He's not just any shooting guard. You think Dame would ever go through a game like this and dare let himself, just only shoot 14 shots? No, and I don't know if that's by residue of design, what the game plan was. I doubt it was the game plan book. We're gonna keep you down this game. We're not gonna have you shoot as many shots. I doubt that was the game plan. That means you weren't aggressive enough, I feel. So come later in the game, CP3 is making singular efforts to hit shots and had a crazy shot over Giannis when he put a few moves on him. Giannis stayed with him. He barely got it off over Giannis' long outstretched arm. Smacked it. So CP3 is going to be ready, and showed again he'll be ready for whatever game. I feel like he did his job. We have 21-9, I think, something like that. It's Crowder knocked down. How you gonna wait? Crowder's knocking down 6, 7 threes, and not just 6 out of a bill. 6 out of 8. 7 out of 8 or something like that. 7 out of 9, some number like that. You knocking down threes like that. And Booker's not taking over at any particular point of the game. He never took over at any particular point of the game. There should be no game with you as one of the 1-2 main staples on the offensive side of that team's potential. And you shoot 14 shots on no point an aggressive factor in that game. Shameful. Right. If Crowder knocked down that many, then if someone told me Crowder knocked down 6, 7 threes tonight, Chris Paul had 21-9, or yeah, okay, they won then. Because Booker would have shot 15 to 20 at least, and Cam Johnson had I forgot the number he had. But Cam Johnson put in work. DA still had 18 and 9. It's not like he had a bad game. I just don't think he had as dominant a game he could have. DA needs to grow that ceiling right now. It's like, but what you assume Crowder's role is on the team. If someone told you Crowder knocked down 7 threes tonight, they had it. Chris Paul had 21-9. Oh yeah, they had it. They had it. No. Booker was the X factor. Giannis destroyed him in the paint. If Giannis is getting 40, AD's got to respond with like 25. You have to give him something to. You got to match him in the paint. They're looking quite small right now in that game. You have to. AD's got to give DA's got to give more effort. DeAndre Ayton's got to give more effort. And I don't know. Maybe they did have an injury. Maybe he is limited potentially, and they're not saying anything. But too many stretches in that game where they needed DA in that game, and the rest necessary. I don't know what that's about. Crowder makes 5. Thread. I expect him to win. He's there. He's there. Marcus Smart, exactly. And unfortunately, Giannis was putting his post moves on Crowder tonight. Crowder is there, and he's a bigger dude, so size-wise, he can. Marcus Smart will body-wise stand with Giannis or anybody, but Crowder has the body and size, and Giannis actually did some post moves, around to the front with the sweep, or faced up, faced him up, and then made a 1 dribble, 1-2 long man step. Yeah, Giannis was in the right place, playing around the hoop tonight. That's what it is. I got a little bit in this building, but I hear you, bro. All right, appreciate you being in on this one. We're doing this on the late night tip because I had to do it right after. right after. You know, NBA Finals in the last few games. Now we know we got, at least we know we got 3 more games. No, really. No, really. At least we know we got a game 5. That's what we know right now. At least we know we got a game 5. So that's extended NBA season. We'll keep this live going for a little bit. Especially, oh, did anyone see Team USA lose the scrimmage to Nigeria? I believe it was. Nigeria knocked down 23s, I believe. It's gonna be fun to watch this this basketball Olympics. People don't realize other teams around the globe have been gearing up. You know, the game, you know, it's look at Luka. Boy, been playing pro ball since he was a kid, but with American swag. A lot of them understand. I mean, when you practice based on watching the best, and that's what you aspire to be. I mean, if you want to be the best, you gotta watch the best and understand who the best are. And a lot of these players are catching up. But what disappoints me the most is the 3-point line. Speaking on that team, we had scrimmage loss, and the other teams might have been prepared for the 3-point shot. Thank you. Yes, that's what I was about to say. And yes, that's right with Luka, American swag. Oh my God, yeah. But yo, I appreciate that. But the 3-point line is exactly what I was about to speak on. Man, it's terribly short, and they've been preparing to prepare to shoot. That is nothing, and I ain't surprised. You know, seems like it was Tatum and then everybody. Oh my God. I don't understand how a team with Tatum and Durant on it that can just smack anybody lost that game. It was terrible. Oh, it was terrible. I don't know if defensive rules are different, but let's just chalk that up to let's hope we can chalk that up to a learning process, learning to play together. I mean, if it's going to come down to a shooter's game, you have Tatum, Dame Dollar, Kevin Durant, in a weak-ass 3-point line. Shouldn't you outshoot anybody? Shouldn't the basket look like the ocean? Does it not make any sense? I don't know. I watched the highlights. I did not get a chance to see the game live. Oh, did this video just clock out? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So the video just clocked out, but we're going to stay live with the rest of it. And we'll post the beginning half, or we'll cut the first 9 minutes of this, just so that the initial analysis of the beginning of the game will go out. But no, that really was disappointing. It really was confusing. And as much as it really shouldn't matter how much any other team gears up for a shorter 3-point line. Shouldn't you, as a better be a better group of shooters? You know, whatever. We'll see what happens come the next exhibition game. Not gonna use that whole maybe they didn't care. You know. Oh, he's talking about Tatum. Hey, Tatum's a shooter though. I mean, he's trying to do it at the highest level. He's trying to challenge himself. Let's say he's trying to challenge himself. Let's go there with it, you know, and we'll pin this down for a second. Actually, is that light? Yeah, that light's not good job. Yeah. take this off. Hold that down just like that. Right. Okay. Boom. There we go. The light tomorrow we're streaming y'all live. Boom, stream y'all live. All right, we gotta holler at me about that. Send me a text on that one. Now that I got the whole text straight. But aside from the Olympic team, and I think we can rest on that one for now. We won't know anything until the next exhibition game. But it was a great game tonight. And unfortunately, we don't have back-to-back days where, games every day is the finals. We're going to have to transition a little bit coming up. For those of you that love baseball, get ready for some baseball commentary. And I hope that everyone's ready for the preseason. It's right around the corner. I believe, and now that there's an extended season, the 17-game season, I think I haven't gotten specifics. I'm going to look into the specifics, but I don't know if they shortened we're talking NFL if I hadn't said it already. But I don't know if they've shortened the preseason or if it's 3 games. We'll get the specifics on that coming up. And what we'll do tomorrow, aside from what we'll do, I'll probably do a good Matrix, Munchies video for the foodies, but keeping it sports because that's what we're on. The fight last night. Did anybody see the fight? Did anybody see the fight last night? I don't know. Do you want to call that a win, or do you want to call that sheer luck or bad circumstance? When you break your ankle or whatever, or your leg, and then the man goes to the ground and pound, and then shamefully disrespects you at the end, does your walk, verbally disrespect you. P, please tell me you saw the fight. Tell me you saw what he said at the end. Tell me you saw what he said at the end. Oh wait, this is the one not for kids. He said, hey, sit your ass down, bitch. What did he say? Did his walk? Oh no, he said, shut your ass up, bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's what he said. He did his walk and went, the top. We gotta do a live on that tomorrow. Okay, we have to do a live on that tomorrow. That Conor McGregor fight. And I'm gonna get on the horn with a couple of my fight guys. I'm gonna recap the fight a little bit, and we'll do a live for the fight tomorrow. Since there's nothing else to talk about NBA wise, other than if there's anything breaking, we'll break that tomorrow. We'll go do the full sports coverage live. I might if we'll I'll throw out a tidbit, short or something in between if need be, just to make everybody aware of what I'll actually talk about, and get everybody ready for that. So, in fact, we got to put that down in notation so that we make sure that specifics are kept too. Hey. Oh my God. Broken ankle. It was the ankle. Okay, pizza. Yeah, okay. So it was the ankle I'm finding out with Conor McGregor. It was the ankle. Okay. Whereas, stay right there, people. Actually, there it is. Boom. So we'll go specifically on the fight. And judging from the viewer commentation, we're gonna have to go break in NBA. We'll break. We'll go with the everyday, topics. But for all that, came to listen tonight, I appreciate everybody again. Like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember, hit the notification. Notification will make sure that you can get updates on exactly when I go live or when a video gets dropped. Anytime. Okay? Appreciate everybody out there. Shout out to the Ramsey, Bryant, P. I see you. I appreciate you coming in on this. The contribution means everything. It's one of those things where if I say something and I miss it, I expect you to come back at me with it. Hit me up in the comments. To everybody else, good night. We out.